Hey guys, this is Dakota, and I'm here to give you a video game review this time for this long anticipated review that I've wanted to do for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So if I remember here, this looks like this is Modern Warfare 3 available for the Xbox 360. And I don't have a PS3 or a Nintendo Wii or anything like that. And this game, wow, I have a lot to talk about this game. Well, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I like it. I like the game. It's fun. 7 out of 10 times that I play it. The other 3 times, it's just complete bullshit. I'll get to that later. This is, I want to say, the ninth Call of Duty game that they've come out with. And this is the 3rd and final Modern Warfare game that they're gonna make, that Infinity Ward is gonna make. And it's definitely better than Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was, in my opinion, was a very unbalanced and terrible game. I want to get right into the parts of the game that I like, and what I like are the perks. The perks, there are 3 tiers: blue, red, and green. And the perk slot 1 has recon, sleight of hand, blind eye, and extreme conditioning. And scavenger. Recon, like whenever you throw a grenade at an enemy, and if it gets a hit marker, a little red dot appears on the map because now they're exposed. And with Recon Pro, if you hit them with your bullet damage, they get available on the radar too. In sleight of hand, the regular version, like in every other Call of Duty game that it's in, it's faster reloading. Sleight of hand Pro is swap weapons faster, which is the Scout Pro ability for Black Ops. Blind Eye is can't be seen by enemy air support. And with the Pro ability, you have faster launcher lock on, extra bullet damage versus the air support, and then that's about it. And then Extreme Conditioning, which was it was called Extreme Conditioning in Call of Duty 4, my favorite Call of Duty game in my opinion. And for a while it was called Marathon, and I really think they made this perk balanced, because it used to be unlimited sprint, which I think is ridiculous. No one can do unlimited sprint unless if you're like Jesse Owens or something. But like the regular ability for this pro perk is you run faster and longer for a few more steps. The pro ability is that you jump over crates or something, and you climb up ladders faster. And then they have the last perk, which is Scavenger, which is a perk that I use almost all the time. I'm obsessed with having ammo, because it takes me a while to die, so I don't want to run out of ammo, because like some of the guns that I pick up, I'm very picky with my guns, so I don't like some guns that I pick up. Regular pro ability from Scavenger, you can replenish, you can pick up ammo from dead people, and the pro ability, you start off with extra mags. Now, one thing that I don't like about the Modern Warfare 3 Scavenger is that you can't resupply your special grenades, your lethal grenades, or equipment. You could do all of that in Modern Warfare 2. My favorite version of Scavenger was in Black Ops, where you couldn't resupply your equipment, but you could resupply your special grenades and your lethal grenades. I think that was the most balanced version of Scavenger, in my opinion. Then we go to the perk 2. We got a quick draw, and that allows you to aim down the sight faster, which is the old sleight of hand pro ability. And then the pro ability of quick draw is that you throw grenades faster. Flash, Semtex, you just throw it faster. You put down tac insertions faster as well. It's a decent perk. I use it sometimes, not usually though. And now the next perk that I want to get to in Tier 2 is called Blast Shield. In my opinion, I think this perk is broken, because I don't think it works as it should, as it is in the description. The regular ability, it says greatly reduces explosive damage. Yeah, it reduces explosive damage for frags and semtexes. You still die from claymores, you still die from bouncing betties, you still die from C4s. Those are explosives. This should take at least 2 of them to kill if you have blast shield. And the pro ability is makes you immune to stun and flash grenades. If you were immune to flash and stun grenades, you wouldn't be affected by them at all. With the pro ability, you're still affected by those two grenades. It just, instead of feeling it for 4 or 5 seconds, you feel the flash, you feel the stun for about 2, and that's still that still can hurt you, in your gameplay if you're really trying to do good. And the next perk in the tier 2 slot is probably my favorite one, and it's Hardline. It reduces the amount of kills required for any kill streak by just 1. And and then the pro ability, which is fantastic, 2 assists count as 1 kill. Because if you play Call of Duty and if you're shooting the shit out of some guy and if you end up getting an assist, I know that pisses you off. So 2 assists count as a kill, and the death streaks require 1 less death. I'll get on to death streaks later. Oh, trust me, I'll get onto death streaks later. This next, the next tier 2 perk is Assassin, which is a stealth perk. I'll talk about stealth perks later too. The regular ability for Assassin is it makes you undetectable by the UAV, thermal scopes, heartbeat sensors, and portable radars. That should be the regular and pro ability altogether. But no, it gets worse. The pro ability makes you immune to the counter UAV, the EMP, and enemies won't see your crosshair or name when they target you. What? Are you kidding me? That is way too overpowered. It really disappoints me that Call of Duty is now all about stealth, because it makes the game slow and somewhat boring, actually. But, other than that, let's go to the last perk in the tier 2 spot, and it's Overkill. Overkill was in Call of Duty 4, and, it didn't come back in Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops because it wasn't very popular. No one really used it. I mean, when I'm about to tell you what Overkill is, you'll like it, but all in all, you probably won't pick it over any other tier 2 perk. It's probably the most, either Overkill or Blast Shield are probably the 2 most unpopular perks in the tier 2 slot. But anyways, let's get to it. Overkill, the regular ability, it allows you to carry 2 primary weapons instead of having, when you have a normal class, you can either have your main guns, assault rifle, submachine guns, sniper rifles, shotguns, light machine guns, and riot shield. And regular secondaries, they're just pistols, machine pistols, and launchers. But with Overkill Pro, you can have 2 primary weapons. So what if you wanted to go overpowered and have 2 assault rifles as class? You can do that. But with the regular ability, the second primary can be equipped with attachments or proficiencies. With the pro ability, your secondary primary can have attachments and proficiencies. I used to use Overkill for a while, but then I got kind of sick of it and I switched out. Probably go back to using it again soon. Alright, other than that, let's get to the tier 3 slot, which are the green perks. And the first one is Marksman. This is one of the newest perks that they've created in Call of Duty. Marksman is the first perk. It's only been in Modern Warfare 3 so far. And I'm a big fan of it. I like it a lot. The regular ability, it allows you to identify enemies from farther away by showing their names at greater distance. That's great if you're really into getting if you're a sniper, or if you have like an HD TV and you can see people from far away. That can help you a lot more. And the pro ability, it only works when you're a sniper, but you can hold your breath longer when you aim down the sight and you hold your breath. I like using that in my sniper rifle class. To be honest, I think it's a very good perk, and I think it should stay, because basically Marksman Pro, it makes you to either have a sniper rifle or to have the breath proficiency on a sniper rifle. I mean, the breath proficiency on an assault rifle. Alright, The next perk is Stalker, which is also a new perk, to the Call of Duty franchise. And the regular ability for Stalker is faster movement while aiming down the sight. That aiming down the sight, strafing, whatever you call it. It's like, here's how it would go. Like if you didn't have Stalker and if you were turning around while aiming down the sight, it would go like this. It's pretty slow. But with Stalker, you'd be like, it's a lot faster. And then the pro ability is it delays enemy detection triggered explosives. And those triggered explosives are Claymores, Bouncing Betties, and C4. And that can really help in the process. And the ability to stack Extreme Conditioning and Stalker, I think Infinity Ward, that was a pretty smart idea. Because you could just run right past Claymores, run right past Bouncing Betties, run right through C4. If someone throws it at you, they can't throw it. I mean, they can't trigger it unless if they know, the secret double tap X, then they can't trigger it. And the next perk has been around since Modern Warfare 2. And it didn't show up in Black Ops. Saddenly. Wait, that's not a word. Sorry, guys. I'm so tired. The sit rep. I like this perk a lot. I still have yet to get the pro ability. I'm really working on it. The regular ability, it highlights enemy explosives and tactical equipment in red, which means that it blinks in like a very noticeable red, and you can see it through walls. You can see it in buildings, and it's a great perk. And the pro ability, if you wear like expensive headphones, it makes enemy footsteps louder and also cancels out dead silence, which is a perk that I'm heading towards. It's in the tier 3, and that's just great. People who the term is sound whore. Sound whoring is great. If you can hear the enemy team run at you and you can flank them, that's a great skill that you can develop as a Call of Duty player. It'll help you win a lot of gunfights. And then the next perk is Steady Aim. We've all known that perk. It's been around since Call of Duty 4. It won't ever go away. It's one of the most popular perks ever to be used in all of Call of Duty. And the regular ability is increased hipfire accuracy. And that can definitely help when you're rushing, and someone's close and, you don't really have to aim down the sight. And the pro ability allows you to aim down the sight faster after sprinting. And, that's pretty nice if you don't have, quick draw in this game that helps you aim down the sight. If you run, you aim down the sight super quick. And that can also help you with your gunfights. The faster you aim down the sight, you're more likely to win that gunfight. Alright, and the last tier 3 perk, and the last perk that I'm going to be talking about in this game is Dead Silence. Dead Silence has been around since Call of Duty 4, but in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops it was called Ninja. And the regular ability for Dead Silence is makes you silent, not all the way silent, not silent footsteps like in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops. It makes you silent, quieter, and also reduces the effect of the recon perk, which can definitely, damage someone that uses recon constantly. The pro ability is you don't take any damage from falling. This is another great perk, to stack with extreme conditioning, because when you're running around, if you can fall, as long as it's like a less than 30-foot fall, you'll live. If it's more than 30 feet, you'll end up dying. And those are all the perks. All in all, I think the perk setting in Modern Warfare 3 is pretty damn good. It's the only problem I have with the perk setting here is that you can stack Blind Eye, Assassin, and Dead Silence, which all 3 of them are stealth perks, which means that you can basically camp your ass off and camp off in a little corner and never be seen, which is, in my opinion, I think is total BS. Alright, now that I'm done with the perks, I want to talk about the guns. And this video is already almost 15 minutes long. I'm not going to get all the way into the guns. I'm going to talk about some of the guns, probably the most popular guns that they use, like the Type 95, which is a triple burst assault rifle. Very powerful gun. in some cases, it's too powerful. The Scar L, another great assault rifle, great choice. I love that assault rifle. I love it. I love it to death. I use it constantly. The ACR, another extremely powerful assault rifle, almost overpowered. Some machine guns like the PP90M1. It may look like a Nerf water gun, but that thing will kill you like that. It's the rate of fire is ridiculous. It's super fast and it kills you almost instantly. The P90, makes its return after not being in Black Ops, and it's great. It's always been great. This might be the best P90 that Call of Duty has ever made, in my opinion. Sniper rifles like the MSR, which is a bolt action, low on ammo. Well, not low on ammo, low on clips, but it's a very nice gun. You usually get one-shot kills unless if you hit some guy in the shoulder or leg or something. And then, shotguns. The shotguns in this game are not very good. They really need to be buffed up. The only good shotgun in this game is the Striker. And then, you have other assault rifles like the FAD, which is kind of like a reboot of a TAR-21, like from Modern Warfare 2. If any of you TAR-21 Modern Warfare 2 fans, I use that assault rifle. That was my favorite assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2. I loved it. And then they have gun proficiencies, and these are like things to help out with your gun to make them better. Like they have proficiencies like kick, which is reduced recoil, stability, reduced sway when you aim down the sight. For shotguns, they have damage, which makes your bullet damage increased 40%, which is a lot. They range, which has increased range for any gun that you have. It could be increased range for aiming down the sight or shooting from the hip. And then for assault rifles, they have a proficiency called breath. So when you aim down the sight, you can hold your breath, and there'll be less recoil, kind of like what sniper rifles do. And for light machine guns and sniper rifles, they have speed, which make you, because they're big, heavy guns, and they make you run around faster with it. 2 attachments, which used to be a perk, now it's a proficiency. I hope they keep it a proficiency. Allows you to have 2 attachments on your primary. What's another good proficiency? Focus, when you're aiming down the sight and someone is shooting you, your gun doesn't sway like this. Hate it when that happens. Those are probably the best proficiencies out of all entire Modern Warfare 3. Now that I've talked about the good part of Modern Warfare 3, I want to talk about the bad things about Modern Warfare 3, or maybe just Call of Duty in general. First of all, Modern Warfare 3, for some reason, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer Games thought it was a good idea to bring back death streaks. If you don't know what death streaks are when you die a few times in a row, it gives you that little boost to help you out, to get your groove back. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not a fan of death streaks at all, but there are a couple of death streaks in here that really aren't that overpowered. Like Juiced, it just makes you run faster for 7 seconds, and Hollow Points just makes your bullet damage increase for your first kill. Other than that, the death streaks are absolutely ridiculous. They don't need to be in there. When I started playing Call of Duty, we didn't have any death streaks. We got better on our own. We didn't need an extra, perk, to help us. So I am not a fan of death streaks. I know all the new players that started in Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 3, they like death streaks. I personally do not. I think they're cheesy. I think they're cheap, and I think it just. I just think they're terrible. And I know that Infinity Ward really. I know the real reason why they want to put in there, because they want to make everyone like the same amount of. They want everyone to be just as good as everyone else, but that would be boring as shit. there's always going to be the terrible players, the mediocre players, the decent players, and the good players. It's always going to be that way. You can't change that. It just won't ever change. Also, one thing I don't like is a new thing that they started called lag compensation. Say that you're in a lobby and everyone has really great internet connection except for one person. Everyone has 4 bars, that guy has a 2 bar. Everyone will be demoted to a 3 bar, which will mess up the entire system, which I guess they haven't noticed, just so that one guy that has a 2 bar can play fair with everyone else, and it gives everyone 3 bars. That is a terrible idea. What Infinity Ward, and Treyarch too, because they've been having connection problems as well. What they need to do, they need to build dedicated servers. I'm pretty sure they're not that hard to build. It's just time consuming. I understand it's time consuming and it probably wastes a lot of money. But if you want your fans to keep on playing the multiplayer experience for Call of Duty, make dedicated servers. I beg of you. It will save the multiplayer experience easily. And also, one thing I don't like about Call of Duty in general is the community. I don't like how I have to mute everyone in the lobby because they're just a bunch of shit talkers. Oh, I fucked your mom last night. Oh, I'm such a beast. You're such a noob. Just play the game. You're talking to people over a microphone, over wireless internet. You're not tough. You're not cool. You're lame. And you're a coward. The whole trolling thing, if you're in a party and if you do it and if you crack jokes with your friends, that's fine. But if you go up into a lobby when you know no one and you're like, oh, I'm so much better than everyone, fuck all you guys, I'm going to rape every one of you. That's annoying. Stop doing that. It's annoying. No one wants to hear it. Just stop. And now, you guys probably think that this whole review is about the multiplayer experience. I'm going to dwell into everything. I don't give a damn how long this review is. This Call of Duty still has 2 other modes, Campaign and Special Ops. I'm going to get right to Special Ops. Special Ops, or Spec Ops for short. In Modern Warfare 3, they have 2 different, areas of Spec Ops. You can play missions that are like little hidden missions that they have adapted from campaign levels that usually you have to like beat a time limit or kill a certain amount of people or something like that. And there, you can up the difficulty. It's very competitive. It's very fun. I recommend playing that. And then they have a new installment, and for so far in Modern Warfare 3, maybe they'll bring it back. I don't know, but it's called Survival Mode, and it's kind of like zombies, but actual troops are coming at you. You start off on a map. You start off with a pistol. There are waves of troops, of enemy troops coming in, and you have to kill them all. And then after you kill like 15 or 20, the wave is clear. And the higher level you get, air support starts coming at you. Attack dogs, strapped with C4 come at you. It can get very hard very quickly, and it is just if you want to play survival mode with your buddies, I recommend it because you're going to have a hell of a time. And the more, I think, I don't know if it's co-op is 2 players. You can only play with someone else, not like in Zombies and Treyarch when you can play with 4 people. But even with an extra person, it definitely helps a lot. You can get very far. It's very fun. And campaign. I'm going to tell you right now, in my opinion, Modern Warfare 3 has had the best campaign in any Call of Duty. The way the script was written, the way the levels went down, the twists, the ending, a big character who died in it. It was a terrific campaign. I could play that campaign over and over again. I absolutely loved it, and I loved how it just stuck to the Modern Warfare thing. It's all about hunting down this one enemy and having a little bit of trouble on the side and trying to get by. Not like Black Ops' campaign, which is kind of like a mystery suspense mindfuck campaign. But I love this campaign. All in all, if I could rate this game out of 10. Campaign, the campaign and the special ops, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. The multiplayer, I would give it a 7 out of 10. So all in all, I do recommend this game. I like it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite Call of Duty game, but it's still great. It's better than some Call of Duty games, trust me. And other than that, the Black Ops 2 trailer comes out in about 15 minutes. Probably about another hour and so. I'll post another video on this YouTube channel, and I'm going to tell you my review about the Black Ops 2 trailer. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.